pretty serious. How can we parents warn our kids about potential sexual abuse without freaking them out? Our next guest realised that her local primary school had no prevention program in place, so she decided to do something about it. The result is a book called Some Secrets Should Never Be Kept. Please welcome the author Janine Sanders along with our regular parenting expert Sally Ann McCormack. Jay, let's start with you. How did you come to write this book?
Well, I decided that parents really needed a tool to broach this subject of I call it body safety. It really is about teaching kids about their body, that their body is their body and no one has the right to touch it. And I just felt really frustrated that this wasn't being taught in schools. I didn't see it. And so I decided I would write this book so that it was really a book that was approachable, that parents could use easily. And yeah, so I wrote this story.
Just because our viewers at home haven't read the book, there's a young boy in it and there's a man, an older male in his life who starts tickling and play that becomes inappropriate.
Yes, look, really what it is, it's set in a faraway land. It's sort of like a fable, and I think, you know, we can use story to teach children all sorts of things. We use story when we want to talk to them about grief or bullying, so we can use story for this issue as well.
And if you're at home thinking, oh, this sounds icky, this sounds yucky, you have to reiterate, I read the book, and we all did, and it's not confronting. It's done in the most supportive, welcoming way in a child's language. And what I think the most important message you were able to convey, Janine, is that the particular sort of, he's like a prince who is starting to tickle this little boy, and the little boy's starting to feel uncomfortable. He employs this little boy's mother. So there's this huge guilt that the little boy doesn't want to reveal the secret because he knows if he does that, it's going to affect his mum, the money's not going to come into the house. And I think, isn't that the case with young kids? Can we go to you now, Sally Ann, that it's that they don't want to tell a secret that's happening because they're so afraid of either not being believed or that something might be taken away from them or their parents?
There's a whole variety of things that children in these situations can feel. They feel scared about what might happen to their parents or what it might happen to them as well. Confused, angry, powerless. I mean, this is about power. This isn't about, you know, sexual activities. This is actually about power, someone taking power over a child. And guilt.
The kids feel guilty, don't they? Look, I have to tell you, I felt a bit icky about it because it's bringing something up that hasn't occurred to my kids. So I guess my fear would be that they'll get paranoid about it.
Okay, well, I'd like to step in there. I think the thing is, we have to realise as parents, this isn't about sex. It's got nothing to do with it. It's simply saying, okay, kids, from a very young age, name your body parts, know what they are. If anyone touches them inappropriately, you say no. Stop, this is my body, and you tell someone straight away, because a child will need to tell 3 adults before someone will believe them. So you're basically giving them some sort of assertiveness so that they know to say no, because perpetrators will not target assertive children.
What do you mean that they have to tell 3 adults before somebody... Is that statistically?
That's statistically.
Statistically, it shows that it takes 3, that they're only believed in a third of cases.
And a lot of the time, because it's often a family member, and it's a member that's at the party, that gives beautiful presents, and I have got very close friends who have been affected by this, and it is a lifetime of psychology, of undoing all of that damage that's been done. It's so important that we reiterate, I will believe you.
Yes.
And making sure that we give them the time to do so. So sometimes, we were having the conversation before, that sometimes the inappropriate touching might be, in my case, my children, they were taught protective behaviours, and they might say, someone touched my hair. I listened, I believed, even though that wasn't really one of the issues that I would be thinking about. But it is about body safety, which is exactly what Janine said.
About how you felt in that moment.
And this is my body, and I'm the only one that has the right to touch it or do whatever.
And the statistics, sorry, but the statistics are 1 in 4 girls or 1 in 7 boys will be sexually interfered with before they're 18, and that's conservative figures.
1 in what?
1 in 4 girls or 1 in 7 boys will be sexually interfered with before they're 18.
So we can't afford to be uncomfortable with this.
No, we can't.
Well, I guess
preventative.
having
having said that, then it's the same as teaching your kids water safety or road safety.
Road safety. Let's teach body safety. It's a preventative measure. It's all about preventative education is the key. And I think as parents out there, I'd like to make a plea to you all. We can actually make a difference. We can actually teach our kids body safety, tell our friends to teach our kids body safety, and maybe we can reduce those statistics. That's what we're aiming to do.
At what age should we start to introduce maybe the book and then more formal language about mum or dad has to be around, tell me if something happens, tell me if you don't feel safe, tell me even if it wasn't inappropriate, talk to me and I'll believe you. What are the age and the stages we should introduce that talk?
Well, yeah, go on.
I was just going to say right from the start, start giving language right from the start. I mean, we talk about, I have a thing about people teaching baby language to children. We don't call them inappropriate names. You call the body parts the parts that they are. Don't make them unlearn a different language.
It's hard to do, though. You know, I got twins. My son stood up and my daughter went like that with his penis, and I was like, I don't know how to...
Penis is what it is.
It is. Elbow, nose, eye, penis, breast.
It's just a body part.
One of my boys came running out of the house one day and it sounded like his throat had been slit, right? And I said, what's the matter? He's only a toddler. He goes, Vinny said I haven't got a vagina.
Now, we've got a fact sheet on our website, so don't feel like the information is too hard to access. Go to the Circle online. There's loads there. And please thank our guests, Sally Ann McCormack and Janine Sanders. That book, Google Some Secrets Should Never Be Kept. Time now for the final offer for the day from the Circle and Marianne.